Today, I'm going to talk about how eastern fox squirrels respond to humans and how living in urban areas, such as our campus, can actually change their behavior. As cities grow, wildlife doesn't really get the choice to avoid people. Animals are constantly exposed to humans, whether they want to be or not. Some species react with stress, but others, like squirrels, start to adjust in interesting ways. One major adjustment is something called habituation, which basically means animals stop seeing humans as a threat. That idea is what motivated my project. I wanted to compare squirrels' behavior at the UNL City campus to a more natural area like Pioneers Park. Before collecting any data, I needed a simple way to measure fear or tolerance. The method I used is called Flight Initiation Distance, or FID. FID is the distance at which a squirrel decides to run away when a person approaches. If squirrels are used to people, that distance usually gets shorter. So the question I asked was, do squirrels in high traffic areas show shorter FIDs than squirrels in low traffic environments? And my prediction was yes. Campus squirrels should tolerate closer approaches because they see humans constantly. I observed 50 squirrels, 25 at UNL campus and 25 at Pioneers Park. For each squirrel, I walked directly towards it at a steady pace and recorded how far I was when it fled. Campus squirrels experience nonstop foot traffic, while park squirrels may go longer periods without seeing humans. That difference made the two locations perfect for comparison. The patterns were really clear. Campus squirrels let me get much closer, on average about 2.16 meters, while park squirrels fled at about 3.48 meters. To make sure this wasn't just random, I ran two sample t-tests. A t-test checks whether two groups are truly different or if the difference could have happened by chance. In this case, the t-test results were t equals negative 5.49 and p is less than 0.001, which is extremely significant. That means there is a strong statistical difference between the two groups, and it supports the idea that urban squirrels are generally more habituated to humans. One of the most interesting things I saw was what I call the half-run behavior. Some campus squirrels would dart away briefly, pause, and then come back towards me before running away fully. I did not see this in the park squirrels, as they are constantly cautious and ran away much earlier. This half-run behavior is a classic sign of habituation and shows that campus squirrels don't view humans as immediate threats. This helps highlight the importance of understanding how city environments can shape wildlife behavior. These findings line up really well with broader wildlife research. Studies on foxes, raccoons, birds, etc. all show that urban animals tend to have shorter FIDs because they're exposed to humans so often. Animals in natural areas, on the other hand, almost always flee sooner because humans are unpredictable and potentially dangerous from their perspective. This kind of behavioral shift has real consequences. Habituation can make life easier in cities, but can also make animals more vulnerable. For example, to cars, predators, etc. Understanding these patterns can help us learn how wildlife adapts as urbanization continues. Seasonal changes also play a part in my testing. As the weather gets colder, squirrels will prepare for hibernation and their activities levels will decrease. If I were to continue this project, I would want to look at how the season affects the change. If when it was warmer, the squirrels were more excited and would let me get closer. In the end, this study shows a clear pattern. Squirrels exposed to humans every single day become more tolerant and show reduced fear responses. It's a great example of how even common animals, such as the eastern fox squirrel, will adapt their behavior to survive in human-dominated environments. Thanks for listening.